Is this over-the-counter birth control that you can get without a prescription actually safe? Or is this gonna harm more people than it helps? Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Dr. Jennifer Lincoln, board-certified OBGYN, author, educator, and welcome to the health class you did not have in high school. Before I jump in, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the bell. You do not want to miss the content I have coming up because now more than ever, accurate information is critical. Okay, how many of you have heard of this? Opill, which, by the way, I am not at all affiliated with this company. This is an over-the-counter progesterone-only pill that was FDA approved in July 2023 and just hit websites and shelves in March of 2024. Yes, I said that right. It is a birth control pill where you do not need to have a prescription. It is about 91% effective with typical use and 99% effective with perfect use. This only has progestin, which is a synthetic form of progesterone, which means it's not like the other birth control pills, like the combo pill that maybe some of you are more familiar with. You will see on the website and you'll see in the handout that it says you have to take it at the same time every day. That is ideal, but really you have a 3-hour window to take it for it to be considered effective. So right now you can get this on the Opill website. You can get it on Amazon. That's where I got mine. And we're starting to see it rolled out in drugstores across the country. Usually you can find it in the family planning aisle. The suggested retail price is $19 for a 1-month pack. And you can see here on this website different prices for 3- and 6-month packs. There are some states where your insurance has to cover over-the-counter meds, so you could get this for free. And there is like a prescription financial assistance service if you go on the Opill website if you're having trouble paying for it. Okay, but so many of you are wondering, Dr. Jen, is this safe? Because I've heard birth control pills can be really dangerous. And I've seen a lot of comments where I've made content about this where people are really upset saying, this is not okay. Women need to talk to their doctors before they take a medicine like this because it can be dangerous and have so many side effects. But what does the data show? So one study looked at, can women or people who want to go on this medication self-screen, mean figure out if this is a safe medication or one they should avoid. And you might be surprised at the results. Well, first of all, we need to realize that when it comes to progesterone-only pills, a lot of the risks that we think about, like stroke, blood clots, heart attacks, that has to do with the estrogen component of combined pills. So that right away is off the table for this medication. And the only real contraindication or real reason you shouldn't take this pill is active breast cancer. So this one study looked at a group of people who had no issues and then a group of people who would be considered high risk for breast cancer. And what they found was that 98% of people overall were able to safely identify if this medicine was safe for them. And for the 2% who did not correctly identify, they actually thought they couldn't take the medicine when it turns out they could. So if anything, they were more conservative. It's not like there were people out there who were thinking it was safe for them when it actually wasn't. So what does this show? It shows that yes, women can figure out if a medicine like birth control is safe for them. And it shouldn't be held hostage with a prescription or being forced to talk to a pharmacist because we think that they can't figure it out and read the label and understand it. Just like we don't make people take a test to figure out if they can take Tylenol, we don't have to do it with a medicine like this. The other question I've heard is, how can this be safe? Because people are not going to take it correctly, right? I just told you have to take this at the same time every day or within a 3-hour window. There's no way people are going to understand how important that is if it's just over the counter, right? Well, I've got another study to show that is actually not right at all. Okay, so one study looked at 900 participants to see if they would take it correctly over months. And what they found was that 85% of people were able to take it correctly almost all the time, meaning at the exact right time or within that 3-hour window. And if they missed a pill, 85% of people were able to do the right thing, which means, read the instructions and use a backup method for 48 hours or not have sex for 48 hours and then take the next pill when they were supposed to. So what does this all mean? It means that we can follow directions. Yay, we had a study to prove it. And we didn't need to talk to a doctor in order to understand how to do it. And what's really important is that 2 groups, teenagers and people with a low literacy level, so people who maybe couldn't understand the directions as well, even they were able to follow the instructions. So overall, this study showed that people adhere or take the pills as correctly as over-the-counter combination birth control pills, meaning, yeah, it should be available on the shelves. So is Opill safe? Yeah, it's safer than Tylenol. And it is a medication that people can figure out how to use correctly, and they're able to self-identify if it's a medicine they should be taking. What questions do you have about over-the-counter birth control? Questions, concerns, thoughts? Have you seen it out there on the shelves? Is this something you would take yourself? Drop me a comment, let me know, and as always, follow me on all my other socials for tons of other content. And until then, happy contracepting, my friends. Bye-bye.